Okay, today we're going to look at a quick run through of how this would play out. Now, it's just me doing this instead of having a classroom full of kids, but so it just gives you the idea. First thing you would do before the game starts is decide if you want to have your students do manipulatives with little pieces, in which case you would click the people pieces, print them out, cut them up in the little spots, put them in an envelope. And then make sure that there is a map. I liked what I did with my map was I baked it to give it a little old look to it. You can also like dip it in tea and let it soak in tea for a while. We'll give it that old look. But then I also laminated my maps for the students. That way they can write on them with wet erase markers or dry erase markers. And then you can wipe them clean and go for the next one. Every team should have a if you're going to do the manipulatives, the morale sheet, unless you know how much to take off or add for each one. And I did these front and back, and I did it all with the weeks like this, so that they're easy for them just to take whatever their ending of week one and moving it to week two. This will make sense as we kind of go through this here. Not bad for them to have a copy of the rules. The rules are pretty simple. The main rule in this game is this: whatever the teacher decides, that is the rule. Because kids are going to come up with stuff that are just not covered here. They're going to want to build a boat out of coconuts or something. And that is up to you. You decide whether to let them do that or not. Kind of go with it as you want to. And everybody will need a what will the people do? This is where they'll put this little cutout people here to keep track of their people. Okay? All right. But for our purposes, for the video, we're going to use the online student game board here. Okay? So, I'll pull that up. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. All right, I got it pulled up. Okay. So the students will have a copy of this. You want to make a copy of it, give it to them. So the first thing they're going to do is you're going to put them into groups, okay? Each group of students is probably going to be about 3 to 5 type, of students. You can do however big group you want to, but any bigger than that, and then people get left out. And then what you'll do is they will control the 20 people that they have. So the first thing they need to decide is what are they going to do? Are they going to go hunting? All right, if they go hunting, they'll have to have 5 people hunt. Okay. Very first thing they're going to do is they're going to want to build some shelters. So this will allow them to build 1 shelter. This will allow them to build 2 shelters. That'll hold 10 people. Okay. Fruit gathering. Let's have them put 3 people on fruit gathering. You need at least 2 per fire. Let's make 2 fires to increase our chances of getting rescued. And then these are for those kids who everything's going well for them. So, they can get creative and start making up things. So either these kids are just not being used, or we can, go and add, some more shelters, which is probably what they'll want to do. Get enough shelters to hold everybody here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 shelters that can be built. So we had 2 fires, right? 1, 2. So we'll decide where we want to put those. We're going to put one here on Jumping Cliff, and we'll put one over here on Small Mountain. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 shelters, enough for everybody. So we'll put our shelters here on the flatland. And then we'll say that these guys wanted to be in Apple Woods. And then you had 1 lone little group here who went down Sandy Beach. It's up to the students where they go. The X's are for when they're being creative and they want to do something crazy. And the compasses are for exploring, to let them know that they have found something in the exploration. So once they have done that, it's time to do the morale. And I am probably getting at the end of my screencast allotment. So this will be the end of part 1. I'll run it through the game in the next part.